The thing about British Columbia that most of our competitors don't understand is that the highways aren't flat. They're winding and they're mountainous, and that creates a lot more brake applications per mile. So by increasing the amount of brake applications per mile, you need better products, you need better brake lining. It's a more severe application, so you just need better products. 30 years ago, you would buy brake lining and you'd buy bolts, and you would actually take your old lining off, put the new lining on, and use bolts to actually bolt it to the shoe. And that's how brake jobs were done. And then about 30 years ago, people started saying, well, why don't we do that en masse and actually rivet the lining of the shoe? And CBS Parts was one of the first companies to bring that to British Columbia. You know, we have 5 branches all over British Columbia, and we have delivery vehicles in all those branches. So we take the old cores back where they're all checked off and made sure that they're still, they're still in good shape. So we have a special tool that we use to gauge the brake shoe. And basically what we're trying to determine there is whether the brake shoe has been stretched or it's been twisted. If the shoe's stretched or twisted, it's not usable, and we'll just put that into the scrap metal bin. But anything that passes through the gauging process then is cleaned in our washer. The parts washing process uses high temperature, high pressure soapy water to clean the grease and the dirt off the brake shoes. And that gets all the oil, it gets all the grime and all the dirt off the shoe. The de-riveting machine is probably the most technical machine we have in our shop. It's programmable for all the different rivet configurations and carefully pushes the rivets out of the brake shoe without damaging the rivet holes. CBS Parts only uses premium, non-asbestos friction materials. We purchase those friction materials from leading North American manufacturers like Meritor and Abex. We have 3 shot blast machines, and the D-line shoes are put into these tumblers, and then these large rotating paddles actually sling these small steel beads at high speed, and it removes all the old rust and paint, so what you end up with is a bare shoe ready for paint. The most amazing part is just how clean we actually get the old brake shoe. By the time it comes out of one of those shot blasting machines, it's right down to bare metal. There's no rust, there's no paint, there's nothing left on it. It's just steel, and it's ready for repainting. One of the things we pride ourselves in is meeting and exceeding the environmental standards required for this type of shop. We use a special water-based, rust-resistant paint, and it helps protect the shoe against corrosion and rust jacking, and it also helps us reduce our carbon footprint. The hand dipping process is far more consistent than spray painting. You get a more even coating that's baked on and blown dry, and that protects the brake shoe so much better. The most important time to inspect the shoe is after it's been painted, because the paint actually reveals imperfections in the shoe that you wouldn't always see. The riveting process is real important. It's the most important part of relining a brake shoe. It's still done by hand. It's done with an automatic feed riveter. I think it's real important that our customers understand that we test our rivets more frequently and at a higher pressure than most other people in the industry. It's a minimum standard, and we want to exceed that because we feel we work in a more severe terrain. We need a better product. Final step, of course, is getting it to the customer, and that's making sure that the shoes are stacked properly, or they're packaged properly and wrapped on pallets, and then sent back to the customer for use. Obviously, it's the customer satisfaction. We're trying to provide a premium product at a price they're looking for. But above that, I think the fact that we do it in an environmentally friendly way, and we do it in a safe way, and that we create jobs in British Columbia. I think those are the big things that really set us apart. We grew up in British Columbia. I mean, the company started here and it's still here. We understand the market. We make and design products that are really able to handle the terrain. We try to instill a lot of pride in the things we do. We try to instill pride in the shop, and that pride comes through in the materials and the products that we sell. The fact that they took something that was a big, greasy lump, and they've turned it into this beautiful product that somebody can reuse and rely on.